Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel, Simply Life Habits. It's your girl Cece. Y'all, today is October the 2nd, and I'm smiling because I had my procedure. You check out my other video, my last video, I told y'all that I could not take this. I couldn't take it until I was done with my procedure. My procedure went well. Everything looks good. So, I had it earlier in the week. And so I wanted to wait a few days before I took it. And so I took my first dosage today. And so, yeah, we're going to take this journey together. I showed y'all on my last video what I look like, right? I showed y'all my full body so y'all can see what I look like or whatever. I have not I got on the scale yesterday. So let's take a quick hop on the scale. Most of the time when I weigh myself, it's in the morning, first thing in the morning, with no clothes on, and so I can see exactly how much I weigh. But I didn't do that this morning. I did it yesterday and it was 200 even. It is the middle of the day and I've already eaten today, so I'm sure it's gonna show a few pounds heavier than 200. So let's hop on the scale right quick and see what it says, okay? Y'all hold on. Okay, so I'm about to hop on. I got on socks, so y'all excuse me. But, okay, let's see what the scale says. It says 203.2. Now, yesterday I told y'all it said 200 even, but it says 203.2. So, I don't want to count them 3 pounds. I want to stay with my 200 because that's what the scale said yesterday when I got on with no clothes. It's first thing in the morning, okay? This is midway through the day. I've got on clothes and I have already eaten today. So yeah, that's what it looks like right now. So what I would do is I would check back in with you next week, next Thursday. Or if I don't get a chance to check in next week, hopefully I will. And if I do, I'll just let you know what my first week looked like being on it. You know what I'm saying? I pray I don't have any side effects, but I will let you all know how I did my first week, okay? So that is that. Now, I want to hop on to, I need to prop my phone up on this stand. Y'all hold on, give me a second. So now that we got that out the way, and again, I'll check back in within a week. Let's talk about this stuff that you don't hear nobody talk about when going through perimenopause and menopause. I want to talk about a few symptoms today that you don't really hear nobody talking about, okay? And so I want to start off by, because nobody didn't, I didn't expect this. Nobody didn't explain this. It caught me off guard, but we're going to talk about these symptoms today, okay? The first thing I want to talk about, and these are a little bit of embarrassing, okay? So just bear with me. Some of y'all may have experienced it, some of y'all. But why nobody didn't tell me that when you go through this stuff, constipation, okay? Like, your bowel movements change. Like, I think when I was a little girl, I had one problem. One time when I was a little girl that I had to go to the ER. I don't know how old I was. I just remember being little. And I couldn't go to the bathroom. I remember my mom taking me to the ER. That was that. I can't remember what they did. I just know that they gave me something. I went. That was that. As an adult, I pretty much never really had any major issues in that area. Been a regular schmegular, that's what I'm trying to say, okay? Been a regular schmegular most of my life. But now, honey, I ain't no regular schmegular no more. And nobody don't tell you this stuff, because I don't know if it's just too embarrassing to talk about, but y'all, it's real easy not to be regular schmegular. And yeah, so that's what I have experienced going through this journey. And yeah, your girl had to increase her water take. I have talked to my doctor. I had to increase my water take. my water intake. And I told y'all on the last video, this cup, I was gonna go to Walmart and tell y'all, because my handy dandy cup is go everywhere with me I go. But apparently I'm not drinking enough, okay? But kind of found out this is a 40-ounce cup. 40. I think I told y'all between 16 and 24 ounces, but it's 40. 40, shorty. It's 40, okay? So, yeah. Gotta increase that. Which also gonna make me go urinate a lot. I can't win, y'all. I can't win. But I've also had to add this to my diet. I've had to add it. This is the stuff that people don't talk about. But I had to add that to my diet because what we doing? I don't have time to be backed up. I don't, you know? I just want to be regular schmegular, flow, you know? And so, yeah, surprise, a symptom that no one told me come along with the territory of this here menopause or perimenopause, whatever you want to call it. I'm in menopause right now. I'm going through perimenopause, but this journey, no one tells you about that. No one talks about that, right? What do we hear about most of the time? We hear about hot flashes, night sweats, can't sleep, you know what I'm saying? Weight gain, brain fog. We hear about all that, but nobody don't want to tell you that, baby, you guys to stay on top of your water. But you guys to make sure you drink a lot of water. Because if you don't, okay, increase your fiber intake, right? So that's the first thing. Second symptom I want to talk about is your body chemistry, y'all. And I've been going through this body chemistry change for a few years now. Had no clue that it was interconnected. It had stuff to do with perimenopause, menopause. Had no clue. Surprised again, because nobody is talking about this stuff. Your body chemistry changes, and now you got a body odor that just come out of nowhere. And you bathe. You bathe regularly like you're supposed to. Your hygiene is top notch. But sometimes it don't smell like it's top notch. Nobody talks about these things. But it was something that I've experienced along the way. To the point where I was doing research. I got to change some deodorant. I got to change some soap. What is it I got to do? Because baby, this ain't it. Right? So what I found that works for me, what I stumbled across that works for me is, baby, I had to go back old school. Okay? I had to go back old school. What do I mean? And it's an open pack. I had to go back old school and get some bar soap, you know, bar soap. Because the body wash the body wash wasn't giving what it needed to give. And I had changed the body wash, trying to change up, go from this one to that one to this one to that one. Honey, Now, do I still use body wash? Yes, I do. Why? Because for whatever reason, this antibacterial, and I had to go get the antibacterial bar. We doing bar now, honey. We is doing bar. Yes, that works for me. It works for me. Now, does it dry my skin out? Unfortunately, it does. It dries my skin out. But I don't care, because I'd rather have dry skin than to have smelly skin, okay? I have dry skin any day over smelly skin. So it does dry my skin out. But I will go back and do a body wash behind it. And then I'll also moisturize, right? And I don't have my moisturizing product on me, but I use the, I've been using Palmer's body butter, not the coconut one. I have used the coconut one, but I've been using the vanilla one, right? And I'll intermix that with, I have a vitamin C hyaluronic acid body oil. And I mix the two. I mix the body oil with the vanilla body butter. And that's how I kind of get that moisturizing back into my skin, okay? So yeah, and then too, I had to work around and find these natural deodorants, which gonna work for me now. Because I found that this one right here come in different fragrances, but all the fragrances don't work. I forgot it was another fragrance that I had of this, and it just did not work. So I had to stick with the eucalyptus essential oils. And I like the Lumi. Don't get me wrong. I heard a lot about Lumi and it works, but for some strange reason, this one just works better for me. It does. But this one is good because it's all over, right? If you catch my hint, all over, you know, in the other areas, okay? And so, yeah, that's just one thing that nobody's talking about. And I just had to come on here and share, honey. Now, like I said, every woman that's going through perimenopause and menopause may not experience the body odor, body chemical change, and all of that good stuff. And I'm talking about all up and through everything. Body odor, underarms, breath, everything. You know what I'm saying? Your whole entire body chemistry changes, and you have to stay on top of your hygiene. I'm sure you do. You know what I'm saying? Because I stay on top of my hygiene. Never had a problem with that. But over the past few years of me going through these changes, I noticed a change, and I did not understand why I was going through these changes because I stay on top of my hygiene. And I've had some pretty embarrassing moments. And I'm just like, people probably think this girl don't bathe, but I do. I always have. Never had any issues there. I bathe, and I bathe pretty good. So yeah, you know, I do all the things, you know, but that's another thing. That's another thing that no one talks about. The next one, and I mentioned this at the beginning, I was talking about hair loss. Now, y'all, I already told y'all, my hair beautician that do my hair, she's not able to do my hair for a while. And I failed to make an appointment before she, you know, got to the point where she couldn't do it right now. So I'm looking like I'm looking because I don't know how to do hair. Okay, I can 2-strand twist at the most, and it is what it is. But for now, I'm actually in the midst of trying to find somebody to do my hair for me, so I won't be looking like I look right now. Okay, I'm trying to take a break from braids because that's my go-to. Braids and crochets, that's my thing. Love me some braids and crochets, honey. But I had to take a break. My hair really needed a break, and so that's why I'm wearing my natural hair right now. But hair loss. Combing your hair, and my hair thick and coarse, honey. It's thick and coarse, honey. And hair just coming out like, what is this? What is this? Why am I losing hair? Had to do my research. Surprise. Didn't know this was interconnected with this situation of going through perimenopause and menopause, y'all. So again, like I said, everybody may not be experiencing this, but I challenge you to really pay attention to your body, because you're gonna come across some stuff that's gonna happen and you're not gonna have no clue at all that is connected to perimenopause and menopause. You're just not gonna know, because I didn't know. I ain't know none of this stuff was connected. I'm trying to figure out what was going on with me, but I had no clue that this stuff was connected. So, what was the other thing that I want to talk about? So what we talked about? We talked about constipation. We talked about body odor. We talked about hair loss. I'm gonna bring this up. I think I talked about it again, but I think I talked about mood swings, y'all. If y'all check out one of my other videos, I got some over-the-counter 5-HTP that helps to stabilize your mood. I also heard about ashwagandha. That's good too. But the 5-HTP, you can get it from Walmart. I got mine from GNC because when I went to Walmart to get some, they didn't have any. But I have been using that, and that helps me to regulate my mood and my mood swings. Again, that's something that nobody talks about, mood swings. Now, I've got a whole list of stuff that we could talk about today if we just want to. But I don't want to keep y'all too long, you know. So I'm just going to cover a few of these things that caught me by surprise, that I had no clue that, surprise, baby, that's a part of menopause or perimenopause if you're going through. Honey, and we got some other stuff to talk about now. I got some other, private areas that we could talk about that you might have some issues with, but we'll talk about that another day. And I could tell you what I've experienced and what I've used to help me out. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today, honey, because I got some other things to do. But I just thought about it. Let's talk about some of this stuff that women don't talk about on here. Let's touch on that today. You know what I'm saying? And so we can learn how to navigate through this perimenopause and menopausal journey together, right? And let's not be embarrassed. Yes, it can be embarrassing, but it's a part of life. And as long as you pay attention to your body and you are aware of it, and you got some other sisters that you can talk to and that you can be like, girl, yeah, you know, that happened to me or this happened to me, and encourage one another, I encourage you to do so. Do your research, talk to your doctor, your primary care doctor, whatever kind of doctor you need to talk to, gynecologist, primary care doctor, whatever, mental health doctor. Make sure you stay on top of everything concerning your health. Physical, mental, all of it, please, because it all plays a part going through this journey of perimenopause and menopause. You might not think it do, but it does. Again, let me say this, disclaimer, I'm not a professional, I'm not a doctor, I'm just telling you all based off my personal experience. I am just sharing. I am here to help because, again, for me, I didn't know this stuff. And no one talks about, nobody that I know, even unfortunately, even my mom, I knew about the hot flashes. I knew about the night sweats, but that was pretty much all she shared. And I'm guessing that she probably didn't realize some of the other things that she may have gone through was connected to menopause. That's what I really believe. And so, well, that's what I know because, we've eventually talked about it as of recently, and she was just never connected because nothing was out there for us, right? But now you can go online and do a lot of research, and more things are coming out and coming up that can connect you and help you to better understand what you're going through. Lastly, I want to touch on this before we get ready to go, before I get ready to get off here. I've heard some females basically like, nah, I don't want to go through that. Nah, don't top that up. Nah, don't put this on me. I ain't trying to go through that. I don't want this. I don't want that. I understand in a sense part of it, but the other part of me is like, don't make it seem like it's negative. I'm not saying that these, the things that I mentioned today is positive because they're not. However, what I do want you to understand is going through perimenopause and menopause is a part of life. Not every woman is going to experience the exact same thing. Some of the things that I mentioned on today, if you're going through menopause, you may have not ever experienced that before. May have not experienced that through your journey, and you may not experience through your journey. But it is women out there that have experienced, you know what I'm saying? I think we'll all experience some of the things we will experience, maybe similar, maybe the same, and some just may be different. And it's okay. It's okay. But I don't want you guys to think about it like, like I told you, I've heard some females say, don't put that on me. I rebuke that. I don't want to, I don't want to go through that, or I ain't trying to go through the stuff or whatever. And it just makes it come off as like it's negative. Like again, it makes it come off as just like it's just a disease that you catch in a sense. And perimenopause and menopause is a part of life. It's a natural part of life. Unfortunately, as women, we just go through the things that we go through. But the good thing is we have professionals out there that can help us, right? Again, if you've watched my other past videos, I tell you guys, I chose to get on the estradiol dermal patch. For me, that has helped me tremendously with other symptoms that I have experienced. And so for me, it's been a positive thing, to get the help that I need, you know what I'm saying? And not just go through this alone or make it seem like I'm the only one, if that makes sense. I think encouraging each other in this walk and on this journey helps us. It motivates us to know that, hey, I'm not alone out here. It's other women experiencing some of these same things, and that we can get help, right? And we can navigate through this journey. It's okay. It's a natural part of life. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, you know, for women out there that may make it seem like it's just a disease that you just don't want to catch, you know, to me, the way that I look at it is that it's a blessing. Even though some of these things are not comfortable, they're not something that you just want to go through, but it's still a blessing to be able to at least experience menopause and perimenopause, because some women just didn't even get a chance to do that. They didn't make it to this age. You know what I'm saying? I try to look at it from that perspective. They didn't even make it to this age to experience this part of our life, this part of our journey, getting older, transitioning from a younger person into an older person, and just the things that we go through, right? As we get older, the older we get, the more and more things are going to change with us. And I think for me, we embrace it. It's a part of life. Embrace it. Again, I'm not telling you that you have to, you know, be proud of going through body odor or constipation. You know, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, you know, even though we may experience some symptoms that are not pleasant, that are not good, you know what I'm saying? It's hope, and you don't have to stay there. And the fact of the matter is, again, you have women that just didn't even make it to our age to even experience in this transition from getting younger to older. It's a blessing. Gray hair, you know what I'm saying? My natural gray hair, you know. Yes, do I dye my hair? Yes, I have dyed my hair. Who knows? I may dye it later if I want to, but I'm still embracing the fact that it's my natural hair. I'm not dyeing it because I want to hide it. I'm most likely, if I dye my hair, it's because I just want a different color. You know what I'm saying? But it's not necessarily to cover the grays. For me, I like my gray hair. I love my gray hair. Now, is it stubborn? Yes. I put gel on this today. It don't look like it. Why? Because that's the texture of my hair. My hair is coarse, and it laid down for like 10 minutes. But then after them 10 minutes was up, it started doing what it do. But guess what? That's natural, and it's a natural part of my life and texture of my hair, you know? So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. Y'all embrace this journey. The different changes, the difficult parts of the changes that we go through. Just seek professional help to help you in the areas that we need help to navigate through this. But y'all just embrace the journey. You're gonna have some highs and lows, some ups and downs, but don't look at it as a negative thing. It's just a natural part of life and us getting older. It's the way God designed us. And, you know, it's something that we go through. So that is all I had for today. If you like this type of content, please hit that like button. If you like this type of content, also subscribe to my channel. I said we are going on this journey together. My bigger picture of this channel is my weight right now, because that's what I'm going through right now. I mean, I'm going through a lot of stuff, but the weight is the main focus for me right now, because you know, I don't like this weight that I am, and I'm trying to do something about it. And everything that I've tried has not worked. I have been, you know, I've changed my eating habits. I could have did a little better, but changed my eating habits. I struggled with, and I did do exercise. I exercise, workout, all of that stuff. And this is the first time that I've ever really had struggle issues with weight loss. I've never had struggles with weight loss issues in the past. Anytime I've ever wanted to lose weight in the past, I can lose it with no problem. I knew what to do to lose weight, and I never had any issues. So this is a first for me. And that's why I'm getting the help and the assistance of what I showed y'all earlier. That's my reasoning behind it. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people, you know, they get on stuff like this for different reasons. I don't feel ashamed. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel embarrassed. I don't feel like, you know, I'm cheating or I'm not doing what it takes, because I know what it takes. Been there, done that plenty of times. And so, yeah, that's what it is. But anyway, I'm rambling now. Again, subscribe. It actually helps my video. It's free, y'all. It's free to hit the like button. Comment if you can relate to any of the stuff that I talked about today. Comment. Let me know. I want to know. I want to hear from you. Sis, we here. We here. I want to hear from you. So comment below and share this video if you know of any other women that are going through this same thing or something similar or what have you, just to give them some encouragement to embrace this journey that we're going through when it comes to perimenopause and menopause. Okay, y'all, don't take it as a disease that you just don't want to catch. Okay, let's not do that. But I thank y'all so much for watching this video, and I may do a part 2 with some of the other things that, you know, the other symptoms that people don't talk about, and or maybe not just that people don't talk about, but some other symptoms that caught me off guard that I had no idea was connected to perimenopause and menopause. So if I do a part 2 to that, I think that'll be good too. Until the next video, you guys continue to be blessed. Bye.